But I don't want no tea. It gives me a headache.
Oh, what shall we have then?
Coffee.
Hey everyone, I am so excited. This is coming along so great. I've been working hard on it the past couple days, and I am very excited. As you can see, I've got the con tower up here just to show you all, you know, what it looks like, how it's coming along. The con tower is not glued down yet. Reason being is I've got to put more photo etched on this thing. I've got to be able to primer it. And so I just have the con tower sitting on here, but as you can see, it just looks cool with it on there. It's like it's coming along. I'm going to put that aside. As you can see, it has two holes up here, and I can guide some wire through there, tie it off, hold this whole thing while I'm primer coating it, you know, with my airbrush. And it'd be a lot easier doing that than have that tower on there and then trying to hold it in one hand and do all this stuff. Oh, what a pain in the butt. So anyway, my process now, the deck is glued down, and what I did to do that is I took my little paintbrush here with the white bristles, took some 10x7 from over here, or methylene chloride, and I basically fit the metal deck on. And let me get a little closer. I fit the middle deck on, and I just took this brush, as I dipped it in there lightly, I just went along where the seam was, just real easy. Here, I'll show you. I went along the seam right here where they two met, just very easily, just enough for it to soak in between the two and saturate enough where it held it together, welded it together. And I just did it all the way along here. Then I put the back section down, did the same thing there. Then I put the front section down, did that. Then I took my spot sanding pen, because the good thing is if you use 10x7, one good thing about the spot sander is just go along here. Let me see if I can show you. You just go like this, you know, and it will take up any kind of, you're very careful with the 10x7. You can't blob it on because it just melts everything. But if you do it very carefully, you can take that extra little film that's on there right off. It works great. So that's what I've been doing. Then I put the photo etch part, the front, I put this on. I don't know if you can see or not, this front panel on here. I had to bend the little tabs up because that will come on later, where I have to put on the cable cutter on top. As you can see, hopefully, I'll only be putting pictures in with this, so don't worry about if you don't see everything. I'll put pictures in. You can see I put the cable cutter on the bottom here. That was fun. You had to fold it in half, put it on there. I had to go back because where you had to fold it in half, there's a couple little pieces. I had to sand that, so I actually had to sharpen this. So that cable cutter's on. As you can see, I've got everything mounted in here, and the rear end. I've got this brass plate on here. I've had to, because this is so close to the edge, it's almost, I mean, it's perfect, but just a hair over. I mean, not really a hair, it's just really weird. So I took a sanding stick and just went down an angle like this without hitting these rivets, and I just kept pushing it down. It worked out pretty good. So that worked out real sweet. What else? Oh, here's the amazing thing you'll see. That's, like I said, this is still got some photo etch to do on it. I've got various little plates and stuff to put along the side here. I've got some stuff to put up front here. So it's got a ways to go for some more photo etch. Not too much more, but just enough. Then once I get the photo etch done, I will be primering, and I'm thinking of using I think Vic said that he found that Vallejo primer. I gotta find that, go over to Green Dragon and get that, and then I'll primer this because I want to stick with an acrylic primer since I'm using acrylic paints on this. The main thing that you'll be surprised, and I'll show you some. I already took some stills of this. This is the smallest piece of photo etch work I've ever done on this 88. Let me get the light a little closer. Ow, that's hot. Okay. I don't know if you can see it or not, and I'm hoping this thing can focus in, but I'll put pictures in with it. This is the 88. Boy, oh boy, did I have fun. Let's see, it's hard to hold my hand still while I'm doing this. You can see the little tiny brackets I had to put on here, the wheel. I had to actually put the cable, wrapped it around, put the cap on the front. Yeah, I'm crazy. Ah! I even put little photo etch sights on this thing on the front, right here and there. I think they're sights. I'm not exactly sure. There's a handle right here I had to put on. It's just crazy. This is the most micro work I've ever done in my life. My eyes were bulging out of my head trying to get this done yesterday. As a matter of fact, today I finished up the little pieces here. That I think this is where guys sit or stand and adjust stuff. The wheels I had to put on today with a little bit of point. Oh my God, what size was it? It was .02 sprue, or not sprue, but what do you call it? Styrene round. Oh God, sorry, I'm trying to. I'm just going nuts on this thing, but it's done, and I'll put little still pictures in with this. But oh my God. Also, I finished the Torpedo. So the Torpedo is done. I got the I wrapped the bands around here, and let me see if I can get that straightened up a little bit. Bands around here, and put the fins on, and that's done. So I've been working hard, and I'm really excited. This is coming along really well. I'm just like, man, I can see you start seeing the end, you know, you're like, okay, photo etch parts here, got that done, and everything else, you're like, okay, I can do this, no problem. Biggest thing I'm worried about is my Vallejo. I've never used a Vallejo primer, but it's got to be the same as regular Vallejo paint. It's just maybe a different formula. That should be no problem. Me, when it comes down to painting, I'm going to have to paint the bottom part of this hull here a dark gray. The side will be a lighter gray. The top will be black. So I'm going to have to use Tamiya tape. Where is it? I'm going to have to use some of this 6mm Tamiya tape. I will probably have to, put it on my piece of glass, cut it down to 2mm strips or something, or maybe 3mm. This is 6. And, go along the edges here, come up around here, and then come back down, do it around the whole boat. After I spray the dark, I'll do that and spray the light. Then I'll probably have to mask it off top here and paint it black up here. So I've got levels to do. Every time you mask something off, you have to make sure you burnish it down so that the paint, when you spray it, does not go down underneath where you've just painted. So that'll be a fun time there. And I'll do it all without breaking any photo etched. So we'll see. Same thing up here. This isn't so bad. Marion was telling me that all these panels here are wood. So all those are wood panels in there. And so I'll have to paint them a wood color, then probably heavily weather them. They were wood because what they were afraid of is if the men got up there in the freezing Arctic weather, metal to metal or metal to flesh, even if they sat there too long, would stick to the metal. So they had to put wood up there so the sailors would not stick to the metal. But other than that, everything's going along great. Very excited about this, so I'll keep you informed as much as possible. Oh yeah, watch, I forgot to tell you, I finished the rear end here, put on all the shafts. I had to put a little bit of gray, I think it was light sea gray, very lightly on here, watered down to see if this was sealed and everything down here, which it was. But that's all finished. I had to put a little tiny wire right in there on this support here that goes between the two rudders. That helps support it, and it makes it so it doesn't wobble around so much. Also put on the front dive planes, and so that's done. As a matter of fact, there's even a piece of photo etch that goes on top of that. I'll put that on later. But other than that, things are going good. I'm happy. I love sitting here looking at it like it's finished, you know. It's like, oh wow, and it helps me want to keep going. And it brings my imagination around. But I've got some work to do, and I'll get back to you when I've accomplished some more and let you know how it's going.